Okay, so this is the barn where we grow all the fodder. It's what we've been talking about. We've showed you some clips of what goes on inside. You've seen some clips of the outside. So what we're gonna do right now is I'm gonna take you on a tour of the building and all the equipment that's in there. So we'll walk through the front door here. You'll see some of the equipment, and we'll head out to the back of the barn where the grain silo and stuff is to show you where the process begins, and we'll work our way back through the barn so we can show you the finished product. So this is okay. So here's some of the equipment. We got the conveyors. We got both fodder machines. As you can see, we have a big extra spot over here. We can fit a third machine. Right now we have the pool table that's acting as our desk since we work so hard around here. Anyways, we're gonna make our way out back where the process begins. Okay, so this is the big silo. You've seen some video of it. It's full of grain. So what we do is we buy grain instead of buying seed. Like we go down to, any of these stores around here that have seed and stuff. We can buy seed, but seed ends up being a lot more expensive. Mostly because it's already clean. So we try to buy grain from just farmers or anybody that has bulk grain, and then put it in our silo, and then we clean it ourselves as we need it. So it augers out of that silo into this seed cleaner, and I think there's been some video you've seen of how this seed cleaner works, so I'm not going to turn it on. Anyways, it brings in the grain, and the finished product of it is seed, which then augers up into the building through this auger into a big bin we have inside, and I'll show you a little about that when we get in there. So this is that auger that was out there from the seed cleaner. It comes in along the roof, dumps into this custom bin we had built. This will hold about 5,000 pounds, 4,500 pounds of seed, which is pretty much, if we had something break outside and we have this full, like we'll fill it up today, then that'll give us about 4 days worth of seed for the machines. So it's kind of a little bit of a backup safety, so we don't have to clean seed every day. So this right here, this is what controls this machine. You zoom in on it, obviously it shows us what day we're at on harvest or planting wise. This one says 5 days and 13 hours. Each level starts at 0, so like level 3, which is the one we harvested yesterday, we planted it 20 hours ago, so it's really day 0. So it starts at day 0. So we'll harvest this one today, number 4. We'll harvest it in about a half hour, in the next few minutes. Actually, when we get done with this video, probably. We'll harvest number 4 on this machine, and we'll harvest number 3 on this machine. So we do 2 a day. What their numbers show through all the study that Hydrograin's done, we can roughly feed 130 animals per day per machine, because of the nutrition that this fodder has in it, the way it's made up. So right now we're feeding a little over 250 cows a day, so we add a little bit of hay with it, besides this fresh feed, and the cows are loving it. So if we jump over this conveyor belt, you'll see right here that the drip system's working on that layer. Those come on and off. There's an automatic watering system set up, schedules for each layer, for each day. It sounds very sophisticated, but once you look at it and get messing with it, it's actually a pretty easy system. They kind of have the water schedule set up for you already. This is where the seed comes into the machine. So after we harvest off the layer today, the belt will roll back. This plastic thing, metal thing here will drop down. The auger inside will turn on. It'll fill this up with seed. Once the sensor inside there recognizes it's full of seed, then the belt begins to move back to the end of the machine, and it seeds out until it's done. We can adjust the depth of seed with this little rake up here on how much poundage we want per square foot. Right now we're running about pound and 15 ounces per square foot on this belt. So that's how that works. The water system's all timed on its own. Every layer gets watered. This one's gonna be harvested today. It looks pretty good. Look down here at this root. That's where all the nutrition is. That's what the cows love. The green stuff looks good, but the white stuff's where all the value is. We try to save as much water as we can. the way this one drains, these machines drain from the center. The water that's coming off is going to have a bunch of sugars and stuff in it. It's going to have a little bit of nutrition in it too. So it goes out back into a tank we have out there, and we water the cows with it. We put water in the feed wagon with it. Within the next little while, we're actually going to have it piped back in the building, and we're going to reuse some of that water back on these tables. So we're trying to use and reuse as much water as possible because we're out here in the West and it's a big drought. So anyways, watch the video. You'll see some harvest. You'll see it plant. If you have questions, put it in the comments. We'll try to answer. We aren't experts, but we're figuring it out. Thanks.